Hi, this is Bill Koenig for Straight Circle Martial Arts, and these are 10 joint locks everybody should know. Number 10. Everybody knows this wrist bend, right? So how it's usually done is you take your fingers and you grip the wrist and then you go like this, right? Everybody knows this. What makes this work is this U. See that U? When you see this, you know this works. If it goes to there, you've lost it. If it goes to there, you've lost it. It's a 2-point, like a stick, right? It's a lever, 1 and 2. I take this finger and I come in, and I take that thumb and I go this way, like that, right? This can be done 1,000 different ways, so don't focus on it. It can be done like this. I grip across. It can be done with this hand. It can be done underneath. It can be done, I don't know, like this from the side. It can be done from this from the side. It doesn't really matter. It can be done from the fingers. There are a lot of variations of this. Again, as long as you get 2 points of rotation and you get that U, then this will work. One more, if you wanted to really make it bad, you would smack it. That's really unpleasant. But that's the principle behind it. 2 points and the U. Number 9. Some people call this Nikyo. I don't know what you want to call it. It's just this, right? Right? Everybody knows this, I hope. Again, what makes this work is this bend and this bend. This wrist has to point to him, and this has to make this. If he straightens out, I lose it. Or if I go like this and he bends, I will lose this. Which is, by the way, why you prop this. Because when he does this, he's going to move. I want to stop that so it doesn't go anywhere. Right, that's the point. So when I do this, 2 points again. 1 in and 1 down. I just want to go like this and like this. When you get better with this, you'll actually figure out how to twist into it as a circle, which will make it much worse. Like there'll be an in and then a twist. Or you figure out how to move it into the shoulder and back down to the arm. It doesn't matter. And it can be done like this. All right, it could be done like this. It could be done like this. It could be done like that. It could be done, you know, off the grab, or I do it like this. There's 1,000 ways to do this. It's not so much the grip that matters to me. It's the fact that you have this hand like this, it faces to him, and it makes this curve. If you get that, it doesn't really matter how you do it. It all hurts. So get this and this, and you'll be just fine. Number 8. I think people refer to this as Sakyo. I'm not 100% sure. Basically, I'm going like this, and I'm getting under the arm, right? And what I want to do is I want to make a spiral to the sky. So at 2 points, I pull in, I go like this, and then I go up like that, right? That's all it is. You know it works when you see the guy dancing on his toes, right? I've seen variations of this, obviously, where people come underneath, right? And they do this, right? I've seen variations where people grab the fingers and twist. What makes this work, again, is that this hand is in this position and it turns this way, and it makes that bend. If it straightens, you lose it. If he gets up too high, you lose it. You could use it against the body. Also, again, there's 2 ways to do this. You could do this kindly, where you move them, or you could actually just blow through it like that, and you get that, and I promise you, he's not going to recover well from that, because his body can't move fast enough to protect the wrist. It's going to be a boom like that, and that'll be the end of that. So up, inside the hand, and like this. Number 7, motorcycle grip. So I want you to think of this, as he's made this U. Now, before we were like this, right? Now the wrist is this way. I want you to grab the motorcycle. You grab the hand, and you just grab the motorcycle. Boom, like this. Again, you need the curve. You need this curve, and you need this hand to be like this. You grip it, and you just down like this. Right? It could also be done from the side, like this, right? Same principle. But if you get this U and you just rotate this like this, it works very well. Number 6, chicken wrist. A lot of variations of this one. Yeah, I know, you're happy about this. Why this fails? Well, let's start with this. Everyone knows this, right? You need 2 points. You need the point there, and you need the point here so that they work against each other like this. So when I hook this, I need this support, and I need this, and I want to push this kind of to this on a triangle. This goes like there to here. So it goes like that, right? Now, why this fails most of the time is people don't tuck this tight enough. They go like this, and see how there's a big gap of space here? When I go like this, he can roll out of that. But if I tuck it right like this, and I get it in really tight, there's nowhere for it to go. And what you'll find with this is at first it's just a bend down almost to the elbow. As you get better with it, it's a bend with a twist. And you get much better reactions out of that. It's really unpleasant. You need this and this. Remember, it's 2 directions, right? 1 and 2. Right? And that's it. Number 5 is a finger lock, right? The finger lock, real simple. What you just want to do is you want to take, and on my other tape, How to Break a Finger, I go a little more in depth in this. This is the same principle. 2 points. It's kind of like Nikyo. You can go like this. I want to take this to me and this to the floor. So I go like that and I go down. Right? You just, like this, you want to, watch, see his body shift? When his body shifts, you go to the floor. Now, if I'm being polite, I grab both sets of fingers, right? And I lock them to where it doesn't hurt him. If I want to hurt him, I'll grab one and they just pop, right? Just like that. So when you work with your partners, I recommend probably grabbing all of them, or at least 2. You go 1 and the chance of injuries go up quite a bit. Number 4. This, I hear a lot of names for this and I'm going to attempt to do it, but it's just this. So if he turns, you see how his arm goes like this? And what I want to do is I have 2 points. I have the elbow and I have the hand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come up with the elbow and down with the hand. But I'm going to twist the hand at the same time. See that? Okay. I can double it up, you know, whatever, it doesn't matter. Now, what you're going to find is the more I bring it out, like this, the easier it is to break that thing, because there's no strength there. If I start bringing this in close, there's slack there and it doesn't have any grip on it. So here is like this. If it does come in close, it changes, it becomes a wrist lock. This is an elbow and a shoulder. Once it gets to here, what I have to do is I actually have to go up and down, right? So like there's this one, instead of coming out, goes this way and I work down into the wrist. And when I do this, see, he turns like that. And that comes up and over. It's almost like his elbow comes up and up his face and then down to the floor. But if you really want it to be worse, you want to stretch it this way and then you get that pop. So again, to make this happen, I really need his arm to do this, right? Once we do this, it works very well. Number 3. Number 3 is an elbow. Now, elbows are weaker than shoulders. It's hard to lock a shoulder, it's easier to lock an elbow. I'll give you a little tip on this. When you enter with this, make sure he's bent. If I just reach through and I go like this, and he takes his hand and he points to the sky, he's going to lock me. So what's really important before you do this is on some level he needs to bend, right? I don't care how you do it, I don't care how you do it, but he needs to bend. Once that happens, I'm going to slip this in and I'm going to roll this way. Now, what happens again, I'm at these 2 points, 1 and 2, and it's like that, right? Like this. You see this motion to make that happen? So bang, I come in, I roll it, and I go like this. This could also be done over the top like this. If I go that way, that's a tear. Like that's a lot worse because that goes to the shoulder. And it's the same idea, right? Just for the camera a little bit. So I'm gonna go like that over the top. But this one cuts this way. It's a little kinder. And if you give it that lever, you know, you gotta make a circle with it. And just like that. Number 2, this one, people mess this one up a lot. This one goes like this, right? I want them like this. And what I want to do is I just want to drive them right down to the floor. Why people mess that one up a lot is when they go to do this, is they don't twist enough to lock this out. And what they do is they go like this and they push and then their arm bends. What I need to do is make it so that it turns. See how like it turns like this, so it's kind of twisted in place. And then what I want to do is I want to point on a triangle down into him. Right? It's just like that. If you leave slack, he can bend or escape. So you want to pull this one right in. And if you get it tighter, it's even better. Right? Just like that. So, into the ground. Number 1, just an easy elbow lock, right? Especially like if they have a weapon or something and they come in. What you do is you need to turn this. I need to turn him to make this happen. If I just go like this, it's going to bend. I want to turn this. See how I turn with my body? When his elbow comes like this, I leave this in my armpit and I want to kind of come down, I want to come up. Right? Like that. So, again, you need to get this rotation out of him to make this happen. You need him to come this way. Once you do that, this lock, it's fairly easy to do. And this one I like because it doesn't require a lot of effort on my part. I just need to sink my weight into it just a touch. This has been Bill Koenig for Straight Circle Martial Arts. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.